In this tutorial, we're going to go a little bit into the invoice templates and the invoice email templates. So the good news is that Zoho Books comes with default templates for all of this already. So I'll show you where it is. I'll show you where you can see what it looks like. And if the standard templates look good, then you don't have to worry about doing any customizations yourself. The system's already got it handled. But in those sections, you can also tweak it, modify it. If you want it a little bit more customized to suit your business needs, that's where you're going to do those customizations. But we're going to start with the invoice templates. So we're going to go up into settings. And we're going to click in customization. We're going to click on PDF templates. Here, you'll see the templates for all of the different transactions that you've got. But here we've got the invoice template. So if you want to view it, you can click on this setting drop down here and click on preview. So this is what your invoice PDF is going to look like by default. So you can see the logo, because we've added it to the organization settings, it's already put on the invoice, so you don't have to worry about trying to get that added on at all. You can see the balance due, a pretty standard invoice, what that looks like. So if you're satisfied with what yours looks like at this stage, then you can close it and don't have to worry about making any changes to that. If you want to do some customizations on it, you can either create a new one or you can edit the existing one. And you can do some small edits like changing the font, adding some details, changing the transaction details, what's showing, what's not showing, as well as you can change the logo size if you prefer to have it bigger or smaller. So just little details like this you can customize and tweak to your preference. Next up, we're going to go into the email templates. So we're going to go back to all settings and scroll down once again. In reminders and notifications, we're going to go to email notifications. And here, once again, you're going to see the templates, the default templates for all of the various emails that Zoho has put in here. If you scroll down about halfway, you'll find the invoice notifications. So this is going to be the invoice email template. And they've got a default template in here. So once again, if you want to look at preview what that looks like, just click on Show Mail Content. And this is what the email by default is going to look like. So once again, this is just in the template language, so don't worry too much about what this looks like, but your organization logo is going to show up on the top corner up here. You're going to see invoice number, and then it's going to put in that invoice number into the email. Then you've got your customer's name, and then all of the details here. They'll be able to see their invoice total, the invoice number, date, and due date, and then a button to pay now if you take online payments. So that is what the standard notification is going to look like. Once again, if you're good with what that looks like, perfect. You don't have to make any changes. If you want to change the coloring on it or any of the wording or details, just click on the default or on the name, and you'll be able to add in different details. So, instead of customer name, for example, you want to put in the company name. You can click on Insert Placeholder, put in company name, and then update accordingly. Oops. Little things like that, so you can tweak it to your needs, however you like to have this set up, and then you can save it like that. Another thing that you'll want to look into configuring if you've got it is adding your terms and conditions. So this is going to show up on your invoice template that we were doing in the last step. To add the terms and conditions, we'll go back to all settings, and we're going to go into sales here. And for the invoice terms and conditions, we're going to click on Invoices. And if you scroll down, you'll be able to add in terms and conditions, type it out in there, or have a link to your terms and conditions. You can also put in some customer notes, like the thank you for your business, any details like that you can add into customer notes. When you fill it out in here, that'll then by default show up on the invoice PDF. So that's going to be how it's updated. And I've shown all of this for invoices. The exact same thing is going to apply for any of the other types of transactions. So sales orders, you'll find the same thing, and same thing with the templates. And all of that, it's all the same steps for the different modules. So that's the good news. Once you figured it out for one, you'll be easy breezy for the rest of them. So the final piece that I'm going to go over in this tutorial is setting up email reminders. So this is going to be, you can set up for overdue invoices to remind your customers that they have invoices outstanding. This is going to be found in reminders and notifications, and click on reminders. And once again, Zoho has some default reminders that you can use. For example, reminder 1, you can click on that, and you can configure it to the number of days that you wish. So maybe 3 days after the due date. So if it's 3 days overdue, the customer is going to receive this email reminding them that they have their outstanding invoice still. And then you can save that. And then you just have to remember that you need to enable this reminder. So make sure that this box is checked off. You can save it. And now you have this reminder enabled, and it's set up to automatically send to your customer 3 days after the due date. So you don't have to worry about trying to remember to follow up if needed. It's already set up automatically in the system. So that's a little bit of an overview on how to set up your invoicing with the templates and the emails, and then your email reminders. So yeah, I hope that helped, and it'll help you get on your way to getting your own book set up.